G'day, I'm Tyler Lovell from the Perth Thunder Six. Today I'm going to teach you one essential skill that's going to help you with your goalkeeping. It's going to keep you in the game longer and it's going to help with clearing the ball. Like all positions on the hockey field, you need to have an elite level of basic skills. Goalkeeping is no different. So today I'm going to teach you one exercise where you can control the ball at an elite level, okay? All you need is a partner and a ball. You don't even need to be padded up. So when you go to kick the ball, you want to have your knee over the ball and your head over the ball. Okay, so if Alicia just rolls near the ball, see that? Everything's over the ball. And you can just do that really simple. This is going to give you the best opportunity to save the ball and control the ball wherever you want it to go. Yep. And that's the skill. As you can see, it's very simple. Good luck. And don't forget to give yourself the best chance of success. Choose fruit and water, fuel to go and play.
A very good evening from the Perth Hockey Stadium at Curtin University. It is a chilly evening here in Western Australia, but a very nice evening. There is no breeze to speak of, and it's a very still night. But there's going to be plenty of action down on the pitch, you feel, as we head into the last game of the season for Curtin University as they play host to the University of Western Australia in the All Flags Men's Premier League. UWA currently sitting third on the ladder. Curtin are sitting bottom of the ladder, so it is a real challenge for them today. They haven't managed to get a win all season. I don't think it's going to happen today, but you never know in sport. Turning our attention to the team lineup, some first up Curtin University players to look out for. Well, Christian Nettleton, he is always one to try and keep trying. Jordan Edmonds was impressive earlier in the week. And also I feel Isaac Temby again. There's some young players coming through for Curtin University. Jonah Mazzitano, Donovan Flack, Lachlan Pavlinovic and Cooper Littlefair. And they could really set themselves a good position by having big games today. Turning our attention to UWA, well, they've got a wealth of riches, really. Tom Wickham, the Kookaburra, is back in their lineup along with Flynn Ogilvie, both of those having won silver in Tokyo. And we believe they've been allowed limited time today. Player to look out for, though, is number 25, Jackson Geddes. Well, what a start. He's had 5 goals in 4 games since making his debut. That is what dreams are made of. Harry Golding, the last time we were doing the live stream, he unfortunately got injured just as he'd been called up to the under-21s squad nationally. And we hope that he will be back in the form that he's been in for most of the season. But also look out for Daniel Timms, who's been popping up with a few goals of late, and he's the second highest scorer behind Golding for UWA. Curtin University, coached by Paul Armitage. UWA, coached by Brendan Gans. I'm Ashley Morrison, looking forward to sharing all of the action with you tonight. And just to give you a little bit of an update on the table, as I mentioned, UWA currently sitting third, and they have 46 points. Melville are top on 47 points. Reds are second on 46, and Victoria Park are on 45. So goal difference, well, Melville are well ahead with 56, plus 56 that is. Reds have plus 39. UWA have a goal difference of plus 47, and Victoria Park have plus 32. And you have Wolves sitting in 5th spot. All of those will play the finals, but the final permutations of the top 4 are still to be decided. And if we look at the games coming up this weekend, Victoria Park play Melville, Reds play Whitfords, which you would think would be a victory for Reds. Wolves play Old Guildford, and Wasps play Hale. So it's going to be an interesting final weekend. There's no doubt about that. Who will win the minor premiership? It's not often you have just 2 points separating the top 4 teams, and it makes for a very exciting finish to the All Flags Men's Premier League. Just before we get things underway, just like to acknowledge our sponsors, All Flags and Banners, naming rights partner for the All Flags Men's and Women's Premier League. It's a family-owned business with over 30 years of innovative signage solutions. And if you want more information of what they can offer, please go to their website, allflags.com.au. And of course, Healthway have been a proud supporter of Hockey WA for many years, and they urge you to be your best on and off the field and choose healthy options for fuel to go and play. And of course, just live a healthy life. Our umpires for this match, they're down below us. They're raring to go. It is a chilly night, and I'm sure they want to get running as quickly as possible. But they are Reese Young and Dan Mander. And hopefully they will have a good night, and we won't have any controversial decisions to worry about. Well, Curtin, as I mentioned, it's been a long, hard season for them. Conceded 126 goals in 21 games. And so this will be the end of a long season. And what makes it hard is UWA could really, if they get the victory, they'll want to get goals because it could have a big bearing on where they finish on the final standings on the league ladder. And of course, if you play first place second, they get a second bite at the cherry the way the final series pans out. So that is a very important place to finish, first or second on the ladder. And UWA, currently sitting third, will be doing everything possible to finish in that position. Now the players again taking up their position behind our naming rights sponsor signs. And again, we'll see the technical officials taking all the photographs for posterity. And a few smiles on the face of some of those players. Some of them might have been nice to take the mouth guard out, but another sponsorship opportunity there for a couple of the players. I think it was Kobe Green, or was it Fraser Gerrard who had the big grin with the mouth guard? Tom Wickham, I'm sure he's got his energy levels back. He looked a very tired man at the end of the Olympic Games, and it was very tough for the athletes. Their average temperature was 32.5. The average humidity was 60%. So it just tells you how draining it was for the athletes in Tokyo. And it will be UWA to get this match underway. Wickham plays it back, and immediately advancing was Borza. Borza with another touch. UWA, of course, made the grand final last year, and were just unable to get over the top of Reds, so they would love another bite of the cherry in 2021. Carried out of defence by Curtin, but over the side it goes. This has been Curtin's problem most of the season. That was Temby, is just keeping possession. Wickham goes back again into the defensive line to Matthew Fisher, one of the unsung heroes, I think, sometimes for UWA. Doesn't make too many mistakes, Fisher, and is an absolute rock for them. As part of the Australian development squad in 2017. And again, shot just on the outside of the goal from Wickham. Look at Tom Wickham's international record of late, and 66 caps, 33 goals. You can't ask for more than that from an out-and-out striker. He doesn't take penalty corners. So to be scoring a goal every second game at international level is brilliant. Comes to Wickham again, a missed trap from him. But he's got it under control now, into the circle, trying to weave his way towards goal. Good defence, though, that time from Curtin. Thrown to the air. And coming into that space, and a puff of the cheeks from Lachlan Buzzico. But he must have known that he was invading that space. Flack goes back to Temby. Edmonds. Bit of pressure being applied to him by Borza. Thrown to the air and brought down by Fisher. Gerard over the 23-metre line, being followed all the way. It's cut out well by Temby, who's helped out in the end. Comes infield now to Lucas Allen. Just catching the foot, so UW get the free hit. Buzzico again, the man from South Australia. Into the circle it goes. Sharp save from Regan Watson. A solid connection with the ball from the Curtin keeper. That'll do his confidence the world of good. Cam Geddes now with the Bjornborg locks flowing behind. And all kept tidy with the headband. Gets the ball again. That's a very good pass, managing to pick out Kobe Green. Comes wide to Wickham. Back again it goes to Cam Geddes. Geddes advancing towards the circle. And just the touch takes it over, long corner. Well, Regan Watson organising his defence as Geddes advanced on the circle. Trying to turn and a shot comes in, saved initially by Watson and then carried away by Edmonds. And that was good defence by Curtin. Temby. Goulding did really well. Golding rather. Picked up now again by Borza. Borza to the top of the circle. It was a good tackle. Carried forward again. A little bit of a shove off the ball there coming from Edmonds. Stolen back by UWA. Kobe Green feeds Wickham. Wickham turns infield. Wickham, will he get the ball? He does. Plays it into the circle, but it just ran away. Dan Timms looked like he was going to get on the end of that one, but it just ran away from him inside the circle. Brought down well on halfway. Nice turn that time from Nettleton. 5 minutes gone. No goals as yet. Nettleton plays the ball back to Littlefair. Comes wide now to Temby. Temby looks to play it down the line. Good work coming across again from Fisher. Fisher helps it forward. Good run from Frank Main. Up in the air it goes, and it's gone up off the stick this time of Mazzitano. So it'll be a free hit to Main. And that's almost good from Edmonds, but he just lost it for a second and went back to Main. Fisher will take the free hit now. Buzzico thought about going square, but in the end goes himself. Good run by him. Good pass to the edge of the circle. Defence is determined from Curtin, and it goes over the baseline. It was good play from Tim Wallace. And that one to Wickham from Kobe Green. Just going underneath Tom Wickham's stick. Stolen again by UWA. Short pass. This time it goes to James Royce. Royce pushes it wide into the circle. It's broken kindly. Went to Main for a second, and it's back with Royce now, who goes back into the defensive line to Fraser Gerrard. They just want to create some space again and draw Curtin out. Fisher back to Gerrard. The deflection at the edge of the circle not coming off, but it has resulted now in a penalty corner, the first of the match, going the way of UWA. So this is a great opportunity for them. Regan Watson will need to be at his very best, you feel. Wickham makes his way to the baseline. And Buzzico, and alongside Buzzico is Cam Geddes. So it goes to Geddes. Geddes flicks and he makes no mistake. Pace and direction, and he beats Watson and opens the scoring for UWA. Cam Geddes with a wonderful finish. And the opening goal of the match scored in the 7th minute. So on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard, Curtin 0, UWA 1. Cam Geddes with his 6th goal of the season and his 4th penalty corner. And you just feel UWA now getting that early goal, got their tails up, and they're going to go in search of more. Sometimes, though, it pays to be patient. That one not just coming off Jacob Evans, a bit frustrated with himself. And so deep, Temby. Pressure applied, and Temby, well, he did well momentarily and looked as if he was going to get out of that defensive struggle, but eventually the ball was lost. Gerard now to Fisher. Good pass again, and what a pass that is to the circle, squared and just turned away. It was wonderful play by James Royce. And that's gone up in the air and into the body in the end. It was off the stick of Frank Main, so the danger created by him. James Royce, lovely bit of play by him. James Royce, who played his 100th game for UWA last week, and been asked whether this is actually a record because he played 100 games for Surbiton over in England in the top competition there. And we're just wondering if there's ever been a player to play 100 games for a club overseas and 100 games for a club here in Western Australia at the highest level. James Royce certainly can claim to be one of those, if not the only one. Here he is on the ball now, accelerating towards the 23-metre line. Good pass to Main. Main offloads it, and unfortunately the return pass didn't come. And it was just a slight mistouch from Jackson Geddes. And that is a young player to remember his name. At the moment, he's having a rich vein of form. Driving forward, going all the way into the circle is his brother Cam. Cam Geddes, still only 19 years of age. He made his first team debut as a 15-year-old. Seems like he's been around forever. Comes wide again to Buzzico. Buzzico beats the first defender. Buzzico advances, lays it back to the penalty spot. Deflected. And unfortunately, Royce's shot, the best he can get is a penalty corner. Would have loved the personal goal, I'm sure. So, second penalty corner for UWA. And I think no one was prepared to go down to the baseline. Eventually, Chris Borza goes, I'll go. So you've got Cam Geddes this time at the first battery and Buzzico at the second. Borza in the end leaving it. And he offers another option at the top of the circle. Goes to Geddes again. Geddes flicks, takes a deflection off the first runner. And it's going to be another penalty corner. Good umpiring there. The two umpires just conferring to make sure they got the right decision. Although Sean Mackay is saying, got me a little bit high. It's not going to make a difference this time. This time they go to Buzzico. It's not a good trap. Pushed and good save, Watson. And lifted clear though, but very high. Well, in the end, it was good defence because the goal didn't come, but very dangerous, the clearance. There can be no doubt about that one. And no complaints about the penalty corner. So third penalty corner in succession. Geddes again at the first battery. Buzzico at the second. Goes to Geddes this time. Low down, but Watson can't keep it out, and it is a second goal for Cam Geddes. And it is a second goal for UWA. And they stretch their lead with still 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. So now the real test for Curtin, whether they can continue to play and not capitulate. Good work in the end by Tim Buick. Edmonds trying to get away. He's done very well in that tight space and then drew the foul from Fraser Gerrard. That's a good pass forward too. Played infield by Luke Checker, and unfortunately free hit goes to UWA and the Curtin attack comes to naught. There are moments where Curtin have shown that they have this ability, but it's just not been able to string them together regularly throughout a game, throughout the season. Fisher. There's a cross from Borza now. Carried forward by Fraser Gerrard, looking to make the pass forward to Daniel Timms. Timms has done very well, pulling away. He's getting pushed in the back. Gets the free hit eventually. Well, there was no doubt that the defender had his arm in the back of Timms as he was running with the ball. Borza plays it directly into the circuit. Breaks for Timms. Good save again, Regan Watson. Fisher again. Good defence, desperate defence coming from Cooper Littlefair. And that pass going astray. So it will be a 16 to Curtin with 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Trailing by 2 goals to 0 on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard. And running into trouble. And now inside the circle, good save from Watson. I'm not sure how much he knew about that from Jacob Evans, but boy, oh boy, he got a good connection on it. He went flying up in the air towards the floodlights. UWA, though, still coming. There's space down the flanks. Geddes lays it back. Was that a foot? No, it was the foot of the attacker. And Golding, the player whose foot it struck. Just wondering if there is a competition going on between Golding and Geddes on who can produce the best mullet. I'll let you be the judge as to who should win that award. Good skills again from Borza. Stolen back well by Edmonds. And again, good work coming from Kobe Green to steal it back for UWA. Green on the ball again. Into the circle he goes, coming back. And the tackle was a good one, but whistle had already gone from Mazzitano. It's a free hit. Royce takes it quickly. Goes the 5 metres into the circle. Looks to play it back. And Golding on the upright reverse is appealing for the free hit. Play has continued. And a penalty corner now awarded to UWA. Well, on the left-hand side of the circle, everyone had stopped, but play continued on the right. They thought there was going to be a free hit awarded to UWA, but it's a penalty corner now. 5th of the first quarter to UWA, and we're into the final minute. Tom Wickham will make his way again to the baseline. And this time we have Fraser Gerrard waiting at the first battery and Lachlan Buzzico at the second. As I said, a real wealth of riches from penalty corners for UWA. Goes to Buzzico, slips it now to Gerard. Good save again. And the shot comes in, and it is another goal to UWA. Just the initial save, the rebound coming back, and nobody able to defend that. And so fired back towards the goal with interest. And the goal eventually scored by Jacob Evans, who's had a few unfortunate misses today, but he will be very pleased that he's finally on the scoreboard. And it is on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard. Curtin 0, UWA 3. And they're still on the attack, and we're still not out of the first quarter as yet. UWA, here they come again. Good deflection and a shot on the... Well, that was just wide, right at the end of the first quarter. Wasn't far away, but it's been a good start to the match by UWA. 2 goals from penalty corners from Cameron Geddes, and another one from Jacob Evans means that on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard, it is Curtin 0, UWA 3 at the end of the first quarter. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium. Brendan Gaines talking to his players down below us and just making sure that as much as they go after goals, they keep their structure. As we just see as well now, Curtin, and the talk coming this time from Christian Nettleton, their captain, man who hails from Geraldton, which is just north of Perth, Western Australia, if you're watching from overseas. In fact, there's quite a few players from intrastate, 7 country boys in this Curtin side. And 6 of the players went to Mazenod College, so those are 2 just factors in this Curtin side that are contributing. Country hockey was for so long so strong in Western Australia, and we're hoping it's on the rise again because it just makes the whole state stronger as UWA get the second quarter underway. Finn Ogilvie, a little run from him, silver medalist in Tokyo as well, playing a very different role these days for the Kookaburras, far more restrained. We don't see those moments of brilliance that we saw quite regularly previously from him in the midfield, playing much more defensively. Daniel Timms now bursting forward for UWA. Good defence. Timms a very unselfish player and very generous man, I believe, on and off the field as well. Always happy to give of himself. Timms again now trying to close down Wallace. Wallace hemmed into the corner. Did that go over the baseline? It went over the sideline, I think, but it took a touch off the UWA stick. So Wallace now. Oh, was that an attempted overhead? It actually had a good result as Timms was thrown by the ball coming to him at pace along the ground and played it over the side. Intercepted now by UWA. Timms helps it forward, brilliantly brought down inside the circle, and It'll still come. Goes to Fraser Gerrard now. A little bit of space for him. Coming in from the right-hand side is Golding. And again, just the UWA final pass not happening that time. Fisher. Buzico gets the pass away. Wickham tries to go inside the circle. Free hit conceded just on the edge. Ogilvie. Short pass, gets the ball back, turns beautifully, plays it towards goal. It comes back to Ogilvie again, and he makes absolutely no mistake, almost nonchalantly putting that past Watson. UWA 4, Curtin 0 on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard. Ogilvie with his first goal of the night and his first goal of the season for UWA. Curtin again find themselves facing a real uphill battle. They'll keep battling away. But it's been a long, hard season for them. Temby keeps the ball in play. Looking to try and create something now is Checker. Free hit goes Curtin's way. They would love to get something going. Comes across now to Nettleton, the captain. Forced away from goal. Nettleton again. Heavy touch from him. Sees possession stolen away by Wickham. Wickham pushes it forward to Golding. Timms is coming through the middle. Golding, good little check back by him. Slips it to Borza. Borza fires it across the face of goal. Ricochet comes back. It's denied again. And somehow goes wide from Wickham. So there are moments where Curtin throw everything defensively at the opposition and it pays dividends, but then the pressure comes back on them so quickly. Littlefair comes forward, feeds it to Allen now. Allen being chased all of the way by Ogilvie. And the free hit going Curtin's way. Groans from some of the UWA players. Littlefair over the ball, takes a touch, and unfortunately plays it down the line and over the side, and you saw the shoulders physically drop from Isaac Temby. They worked so hard to get in that position. Good work again by Nettleton stepping out. Checker working hard. The ball's going to ricochet nicely to Buzico. Golding. Fisher, a little bit of space. He's going to get closed down, but doubles back, goes back to Green, who feeds it wide. Gerrard, and running in, looking for that touch was Jackson Geddes, and you can see maybe why he's managed to score so many so quickly since coming into the team. If he makes runs like that, he's going to get goals. And the pressure applied again. The shot just wide that time from Frank Main. Well, they're going to keep going for the goals. Goal difference now is plus 51. Just a reminder, Melville plus 56, and they are just 1 point ahead on the league ladder than UWA. Reds are plus 39, and they are on the same points as UWA. So could UWA, with a big victory today, steal the minor premiership? Vic Park playing Melville could become a very, very important game. Both of them in the top four. Across the face of goal it comes. Good save, Reagan Watson again. And he did well to sweep that one clear, but it was picked up by Main, top of the circle. And UWA appealing for a penalty corner, I think, for the deliberate playing over the baseline. Grins actually on the face of Wallace, who I think knows he got away with that one. Fisher Just closed down at the top of the circle was Jackson Geddes. Again, looking to play on quickly. UWA Royce feeds it into the circle. And the defence coming back, and that will be a penalty corner. Rather untidy defending. So 6th penalty corner of the match for UWA. They've scored 3 penalty corners so far. So 3 from 5, better than 50%. And this time we have Buzzico at the first battery, and alongside him again, Cam Geddes. And it's a fluffed injection. And looking for the deflection. Well, maybe that was deliberate. Frank Main was there at the back post as the ball was played to him by Kobe Green, but he just didn't get the connection he wanted. Edmonds now weaving his way through the midfield of UWA, trying to create something for Curtin. Goes back to Wallace. Wallace pushes it in that space. Edmonds again collects for Curtin. And again, Edmonds turns and gets the decision for the free hit. Jordan Edmonds working really hard again. The man from Northam. Played his indoor hockey there for a team called Shaft. And here come UWA. Play back, top of the circle. Good touch. Royce, though, collects for UWA again. Being chased all the way by Pavlinovic. It's UWA inside the circle again. Main just pulled out of his shot there, realising it would have been dangerous. Plays on quickly now into the circle, lays it back. There's nobody there, though, and Edmonds gets the chance to carry it out of the circle. Short pass from him, played this time to Piggott. Good skills from Piggott, and the bench liked it, but he's lost it eventually. Stolen back by Buzzico. Gerard to Fisher. UWA stretching the ball out wide. David Edmonds, play with that. Another player who played in England, played for Hampstead and Westminster back in 2012. Strong challenge, but the decision going the way of Curtin. Mackay, no doubt relieved, and just adjusts his headband. And that's a great steal. And UWA, through the legs it goes. It's going to come back under the keeper. It should be a goal. The whistle's already gone. It's gone in the back of the net from Jacob Evans, but it won't count. And it was good interplay again between Jackson Geddes and Evans. But Curtin hang in there. Just under 6 minutes left. Trailing on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard by 4-0. Lucas Allen loses out eventually. Was won back, though, by Piggott. Piggott with the ball now is put under pressure. Edmonds turns, goes back to Piggott. It was a nice bit of skill, but they've lost it now as Jackson Geddes feeds Royce. Royce looks to lay it back, and it's a wild swing that time from David Edmonds. Curtin, again, Lucas Allen had the ball, lost it, and UWA come on the attack once more. Main plays it in. Regan Watson off his line. It's going to be a free hit to UWA outside the circle. Taken quickly by Fisher to feed Main. Main tries to turn. He gets a free hit just outside the D. Slow to his feet. Being helped up sportingly by Nettleton. So the ball, though, must go 5 metres before it's played into the circle. So Nettleton goes wide to Littlefair. Littlefair gets to halfway, pushing it forward, looking for the run ahead of him from Pavlinovic. And Checker has got the free hit. Checker plays on quickly. Checker keeps going. Good advantage played by the umpires. Pavlinovic trying to cut in from the left-hand side, but this time the free hit goes against Curtin. And it's UWA. Get the ball again. Borza. Oh, lovely pass that time to feed Cam Geddes. Geddes accelerating down the flank. Geddes still going. What pace. Squares it off the foot. Was it a penalty corner, I thought? And it is indeed. So it will be another penalty corner to UWA. Penalty corner number 7. Once again, gives me a chance just to acknowledge our sponsors, All Flags and Banners, the naming rights partner for the All Flags Men's and Women's Premier League. Family-owned business with 30 years of innovative signage solutions. And, of course, Healthway, proud sponsor of Hockey WA. Be your best on and off the field. Choose healthy options for fuel to go and play. Well, Buzzico and Geddes wait again at the top of the circle. Buzzico at the first battery, Geddes at the second. Regan Watson hits the crossbar with his stick. Out it comes. It's going to fall for deflected again. Watson, a good save to deny Royce the deflected goal. UWA battling to get the ball back. Given away again. Comes to the top of the circle. Shot on the reverse stick. And I think that was actually the back of the stick as it was played forward that time by Buzzico. And infield. Bursting forward again was Mackay. It's another free hit, though, to Curtin. Tim Wallace will take it. And that's good defence, but it's going to be collected in the end by Checker. Got it off Buzzico. Lost it, though, to Fisher. And that may be, well, that's the first touch we've seen. Over the baseline it goes. Yannick Mulders has had absolutely nothing to do in goal for UWA. The Dutchman. Wallace. That's another long corner. Went off the stick of Golding. So Wallace this time goes back. Owen Clark feeds it out to the left-hand side. Short little pass infield. Chance to go forward now for Temby. Temby manages to hold off Fisher. Wins a free hit. Temby goes again towards the baseline. It's a long corner won by him. Curtin, can they score before the half-time break? It's going to break again for Temby. Short pass by him was a good one, but lost in the end that time by Luke Checker. Goals have not been that common for Curtin this year. They've only managed 13 in 21 games. Nice turn, but good defence again. Well positioned by UWA. That's a really good tackle, but one back again by Borza. Illegally, says the umpire. Initially, it was a good tackle by Owen Clark. Played in towards the circle, and the touch, unfortunately, for Curtin. Going wide that time, off the stick of Rhys Brinich. Fisher, he throws it in the air, brought down well. Very well, in fact, by Kobe Green. Green impeded by Pavlinovic. Wins another free hit for UWA. We're into the final minute of the first half. Borza goes square. Gerard helps it forward. Golding comes out, looks to lay the return pass back, but there was no movement coming from Buzzico. He'd stopped his run. Oh, that's easy possession. Got back for Golding. It's going to break kindly for Tom Wickham. Wickham drills it. Good save again by Watson. And that'll do his confidence the world of good. Regan Watson. There's 2 balls on the pitch. Comes wide now to Fisher. Came off. And it came off Nettleton. I'm just wondered whether it was off his shin pad, but they were just trying to get on with things quickly. And that is the end of the second quarter. And UWA just adding the 1 goal from Flynn Ogilvie in that quarter meaning that as we go into half-time, it is Curtin University 0, UWA 4.
G'day, I'm Tyler Lovell from the Perth Thunder Six. Today I'm going to teach you one essential skill that's going to help you with your goalkeeping. It's going to keep you in the game longer and it's going to help with clearing the ball. Like all positions on the hockey field, you need to have an elite level of basic skills. Goalkeeping is no different. So today I'm going to teach you one exercise where you can control the ball at an elite level, okay? All you need is a partner and a ball. You don't even need to be padded up. So when you go to kick the ball, you want to have your knee over the ball and your head over the ball. Okay, so if Alicia just rolls near the ball, see that? Everything's over the ball. And you can just do that really simple. This is going to give you the best opportunity to save the ball and control the ball wherever you want it to go. Yep. And that's the skill. As you can see, it's very simple. Good luck. And don't forget to give yourself the best chance of success. Choose fruit and water, fuel to go and play.
Hi, I'm Alicia Power and I'm a goalkeeper for the Perth Thunder Six, and I'm here to show you how to save the ball with your hands. Saving the ball well is really important as a goalkeeper. It's really important when we're saving the ball with our hand that our hands are out in front. When we save the ball in front of us, our knees and our feet are below our hands as well. It's really important to use your whole body when you're saving the ball and making sure you meet the ball out in front of you. To give yourself the best chance of success on and off the field, choose fruit and water to fuel to go and play.
Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium. Curtin players getting ready to go out for the second half, but they are struggling at the moment at 4-0 adrift from their opponents, UWA. UWA, we were just doing the calculations. You feel they need to score at least 10 today because that would lift them above Melville, and it would lift them above Melville on goal difference. So they would jump to 49 points for the season. Melville currently on 47 and a goal difference of plus 56 as opposed to UWA's, which is currently sitting at plus 51. And Reds plus 39. So it would be very interesting if Reds and Melville played a draw. And of course, if Reds beat Melville at the weekend, well, they're not actually playing, but if Vic Park beat Melville, but if Reds won, then you could see Melville, who've been top of the ladder for so long, dropping out of the top two. And the top two, of course, getting a second chance in the final series. Well, second half about to get underway, and Curtin get us underway. And a missed clearance there, falling on his backside as well. As he goes backwards was Mackay. Ogilvie goes infield now to Fisher. And there's going to be a real sense of purpose about UWA now. Cam Geddes. Short pass from him. Borza finds Ogilvie. It's a really good block again by Edmonds. Edmonds bursting forward over halfway. Goes to go infield, but didn't manage to pick out the runner checker, and UWA have got it back now with Kobe Green. That's a good pass forward to Wickham. Wickham across, well, he was trying to play it across. It's taken a deflection, so it'll be a long corner. Golding looking to take it quickly. Happy to go back to Buzzicoat. Fraser Gerrard, Fisher now. Geddes back to Fisher. Patient from UWA. Buzzicoat. Fisher again. Buzzicoat. Oh, dear me. He was asking a little bit too much of Chris Borza there. Chris Borza, of course, who twice winner of the Olympians medal, which is for the fairest and best in the competition here in Western Australia. Won it back-to-back in 2015-16. Wonder if there'll be a UWA player's name on it this year. Bursting forward, though, is Muzitano. Lost it, though. And the free hit goes the way, though, of Edmonds. And Edmonds, again, he put a bit of zip on that pass to Checker. Checker did well to get it under control. Jordan Edmonds, who I mentioned was playing indoor up in Northam, about an hour away from Perth, as he burst forward again. And he was actually the fairest and best in the grand final there when they beat a team called Crabs. And again, it's Golding. Oh, what a save. Well, that is a brilliant save. Superb work by Tim Buick coming back, as Golding thought that was just going to drop in the goal. Buick, brilliant. Borza. It's broken inside the circle again. Golding shoots on the turn. Takes a deflection. It'll be another long corner to UWA. They've taken it quickly and looking for Borza. But unfortunately, again, another deflection takes it away from the stick of Borza. Fraser Gerrard. Fisher. Just trying to draw Curtin out, create some space. Fisher again. And just getting his radar wrong that time, Matthew Fisher. Curtin, though, with the high press, be brought down well by Cam Geddes. Infield he goes to Borza. Borza feeds it wide to Green. Green now to Golding. Golding turns on a long looping arc. Loses out. One back again by Nettleton. And now surging forward. And free hit. It was good work down the right flank coming from Mackay. Mackay again. Looking for a foot, was it? Or is it a long corner? I think it's a foot just outside the circle. So Curtin certainly showing plenty of purpose, even though they're not really threatening so far. As I mentioned, Mulder's just the one clearance he's had to make. Not really a save as yet. Gerrard. Cut out well by Temby. Temby, though, going to be closed down by Tom Wickham. Well, the crowd certainly sound as if they're getting in the mood of things tonight. Quite a relaxed, almost festival atmosphere. I think they've come knowing that UWA are going to go in search of goals. Buzzico forced back into the corner. And unfortunately a mistrap by Lucas Allen. UWA thought about getting on with things quickly, then just decided to slow it down. Fisher moves back into the middle, will receive the pass now. Felt obviously better position there. Fraser Gerrard goes infield to Tom Wickham. Wants the ball back now. Wickham, though, decides to go on his own. Now feeds it to Gerrard. Gerrard beats one, beats two, deflected up into his own player. So free hit taken. Fraser Gerrard bounces off a Curtin player, plays it square, long corner. Geddes. Good defence again from Brinich. It will break for Fraser Gerrard. Good defence again, Curtin. And finding the foot. That was good work by Isaac Temby. Wallace tries to throw it to the air, and it's going to be danger as it was a little bit too close that time to Jackson Geddes. Geddes as well taking the evasive action which made the umpire sure that it was a free hit to UWA. Royce takes it quickly, advances towards the circle. As he played it in, it was Brinich stole it, but it's now back with Kobe Green. Green squares it, it's going to break to the back post, and unfortunately for Buzzico, it went straight up in the air off the back of the stick. Maybe a little bit of a foot in there as well. And Curtin again just finding it very hard to play out from their defence. The pressure being applied by UWA is very great at the moment. Kobe Green will win another free hit for his side. He had a spell in the UK as well, playing for Holcombe. Goes across the circle. Out to the far side, it will be again a free hit to UWA. Wickham tries to play on, dispossessed, good tackle coming in that time, but stolen back again by Jackson Geddes. Owen Clark was the player who dispossessed Tom Wickham. I'm sure he'll talk about that one for a few years to come, how he stole the ball off the Olympic silver medalist. Kobe Green leaves it for Cam Geddes. Geddes goes back now to Fisher. Just under 7 minutes left in this third quarter. UWA desperately needing goals, and they're going to start needing to get them quickly if they're going to hope to steal the minor premiership. Fisher. Geddes trying to cut infield, and there's a foot there, so it will be a free hit to Cam Geddes. He's got Fisher on the outside, goes to him. Fisher happy to go back to Gerrard. To Green. And that's Geddes again. Fisher again. And that's a good pass and lovely touch as well. Buzzico into the circle, penalty corner. And this is a chance, well, we've mentioned it before, from penalty corners. UWA have been pretty strong. 3 of their 4 goals coming from the penalty corners. And they will hope that this will be another goal, just to give them 5 now. And if they can get another one before the final break, they may believe that they can get that 10 goal that they would be like to get. Buzzico at the first battery. Cam Geddes at the second. They go to Geddes. Geddes flicks. Great block by the first runner. That was Littlefair. Good skills as well along the baseline. Saved by Regan Watson and played it into Tom Wickham. So good work by the goalkeeper. And it's lost over the side, and immediately UWA comes surging forward once more. Jackson Geddes with a good strong run into the circle. Gets a long corner. Comes back to Buzzico again. Fisher. Fisher just having a double back. Goes to Borza, who's just come off the bench. That's a good pass. Little bit of space now. And a penalty corner won that time by Fraser Gerrard. And Regan Watson having a quick word with the umpire, just asking, I think, what that was for. Must say that Regan Watson, you've got to give him credit. In 2014, he fractured his jaw and damaged one of his eye sockets playing hockey. And he's still out there in probably one of the most dangerous positions in goal. But he does have plenty of padding. But to recover from that and play on, credit to him. So Geddes now moves to the first battery. Buzzico at the second. And the ball injected before the whistle. So they'll have to go back. Tom Wickham just getting a little bit ahead of himself there. They go to Geddes at the first battery. It's ricocheting. And eventually it is going to be a free hit out. So a little bit of frustration. It was falling, it looked, for Frank Main, but in the end he couldn't get the touch and just steer it over the line. It's been a good quarter for Curtin if you look at it from a defensive perspective. They've not conceded as yet. Cam Geddes again. Fisher. Edmonds to the baseline. Great pass coming in. And good work again along the baseline from Daniel Timms. And he's won yet another penalty corner. Daniel Timms, who was the captain of Christchurch Grammar School a while ago now, since he was there. So Borza makes his way to the baseline. Is Buzzico going to be given a chance, or will it be Cam Geddes again? It goes to Buzzico this time at the first battery. Good save again, Regan Watson. Comes back to Buzzico in the air, high, danger. Another penalty corner, the 11th now for UWA. And suddenly those stats that looked so good in the first half, not looking quite so good. 3 from 11. This time they go to Geddes. Geddes doesn't trap it well. And the shot comes in and it goes in. Well, it was whether that was a planned variation. Jacob Evans, I think, is the man that will be credited with that. Certainly it was his shot that went towards goal, but it is now on the All Flags Premier League scoreboard. Curtin 0, UWA 5. So they are edging closer to that magical 10. And good work defensively that time coming from Buick. Lost though, and that's good defense again inside the circle. And cleared. And over the side it goes. Brinic battling hard. Donovan Flack managing to feed it to Edmonds. Edmonds, 2 players around him from UWA. That's a clear stick check. Borza, I think, was trying to make out. Well, yeah, I have to say I'm with Curtin there, but it's gone against them. Borza feeds it. It's coming out. Regan, he's given it away. Just got to get past the keeper. Good defence, though, again from Littlefair. Well, Edmonds looked as if he must score. Regan Watson coming out, throwing himself on the ground, and the ball broke to Edmonds, but he couldn't get around the keeper because of the good work done by Cooper Littlefair. Cooper Littlefair, when you consider he was playing twos for Curtin last year, has really stepped up in 2021. Curtin getting a little bit frustrated that the calls now are coming late from the umpires, and some of them aren't the calls that they're wanting. McKay. Oh, and that's a good pass as well from Nettleton. Into the circle, laying it back. What a deflection away defensively. That was outstanding. And, well, deemed that went over the side. Edmonds denied. And the free hit going UWA's way. Still a minute and a half left in this quarter. Littlefair coming forward and stealing that one. Gets the free hit as well. So the goal difference now, 52 for UWA. As Curtin continue to come forward. Eventually stolen, the Curtin fans not happy once more. Carried forward by James Royce. Three players there. Royce squares it to Fisher. Fisher into the circle it goes and deflected off the goal. Well, it went off the crossbar, but it was a great spin and shot, and it was Kobe Green, I think, that got the final touch. Timms it was who spun and directed it towards goal. Green with the final touch. So Daniel Timms denied a, well, some people thought it was a goal last year. An absolute belter of a shot at that end. As Edmonds carries it forward again, and unfortunately the ball goes behind Lachlan Pavlinovic, and the attack breaks down for Curtin. And that will be the last play of the third quarter. And it's been another goal added for Curtin, for UWA, but they need a few more if they're going to steal a minor premiership. The score going into the final break is Curtin 0, UWA 5. Welcome back to the Perth Hockey Stadium. It is the final words of advice for the Curtin players of the season in 2021, but still plenty of conversation going on for UWA. They're doing the mathematics, they're doing the permutations on whether they can get another 5 goals in this final quarter. You feel that may be the figure they're going to need. They've got to hope that the teams above them lose. Reds and Melville, the two ahead of them, coming into this final round. Reds on the same points, UWA with a better goal difference, and Melville just 1 point ahead. Melville playing Victoria Park, who are 4th on the ladder. Reds will be playing a game against Whitfords, which you'd think they would win. So the final quarter about to get underway. Curtin push back, and UWA are going to have to really go in search of goals. Just can confirm that Jacob Evans was credited with the penalty corner, so he has 2 goals in this match, as does Cam Geddes. The other goal scored by Flynn Ogilvie. And just too much for Wickham there. Although, to be fair, I think Tom Wickham just playing within himself at the moment. He's stolen possession there. Borza looks to play it inside to Timms, and it's Wickham who gets it. He also gets a bit of a bump, but keeps running. Brinic it was who bumped him, and that's a shot from the top of the circle from Ogilvie. Just wide. And you could see from Ogilvie's expression it wasn't far wide. Edmonds again, always trying to create. Dispossessed though by Kobe Green. Timms, what a pass. Oh dear me, Wickham had longer than he realised and put it over the crossbar. Was or will that be the minor premiership? Imagine they score 9 and they miss out on goal difference by 1. Will that moment come back and haunt Tom Wickham? I doubt it. Golding to Timms. Here come UWA again. Borza, top of the circle. Slips it. Ogilvie back to Borza. Nice pass to Green. Green, oh, good little touch inside the circle. Just took it away. And Curtin, well, no chance. Even though he's running at full tilt, full afterburners on, Rhys Brinic will never get that. Matt Fisher carries it forward. 2 minutes gone in the final quarter. Cam Geddes. Timms. Ogilvie now just cuts back, and good defence once more. Good work from Isaac Temby. Checker now. Checker, oh, lovely touch from Edmonds, and Edmonds has got a chance to burst through now. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Mulders saves, comes back to Edmonds, but he can't get off his knees. But that was lovely passage of play by Curtin, and I think their fans thoroughly enjoyed that. It was a beautiful one-handed pass by Jordan Edmonds. And here they come again. Checker now trying to create around the circle. Well, it's Calypso hockey from the Curtin boys. Now Regan Watson barking instructions from his goal to the players in front of him. Gerard, short pass to Geddes. Borza, good pass, and that had some pace on it from Dan Timms, and Geddes, who's pretty damn quick, could not get on the end of that one. Running at them is Donovan Flack. Trying to come in from the sideline was Adam Piggott. Flack again from the side, trying to find Lucas Allen. Misdirected pass, and now UWA got numbers. Wickham gets the pass from Timms. Wickham looks to play it back. Allen has done well, tracking back to get the ball. Turning now is Nettleton. Manages to play the ball forward to Piggott. Piggott goes infield. It's a great chance, played through the middle. Cut out brilliantly by Geddes. Brinic was trying to find the run of Pavlinovic. And Cam Geddes just cut it out superbly. And we're seeing some wonderful hockey being played at the moment. Shackles have been undone, and both teams really going for it. Timms leaves the ball behind. Borza coming up on the outside, and he's going to get the ball now is Gerard. Short pass to the baseline. Fisher. And good defence again coming from Adam Piggott. But it's back with Fisher. Fisher to the penalty spot. Shot on the turn, and that was painful. But it's a penalty corner awarded to UWA again. This is their 12th of the match. And is this where they will get goal number 6? And to be fair, the running at the penalty corners by Curtin has been pretty good in this match. Dan Timms is strolling around looking a little bit tired. Tom Wickham injecting. Borza is now at the first match. Cam Geddes is at the second. Geddes has Kobe Green stopping for him. Jacob Evans stopping for Borza. Goes to Cam Geddes. He flicks this time. What a save. Oh, Regan Watson is playing out of his skin tonight. And just got a problem with player behind play. I think just the shoelace undone. Tom Wickham, who's coming off for another breather. Him and Flynn Ogilvie, restricted time on the pitch tonight, but at least they're out there playing. Only got out of their isolation or quarantine on Sunday. Lucas Allen tries to clear, but it only goes as far as Fisher. Fisher finds Geddes. Geddes looks to use 3D skills to beat the first man. Fisher again. Thrown out wide, missed by the advancing defender, Brinich. And now UWA into the circle they go. And it's stolen brilliantly. Great work, Tim Wallace. Played back again by Mackay. I think I said it was Brinich came out. It was probably Mackay actually who was jumping for that ball. And the replacements happening thick and fast down below us for both teams. Mackay comes off for a breather. Coming back out is Temby. Pavlinovic also going off, and now Buick on for Curtin. But it's a free hit to UWA as we've got just under 9 minutes remaining. So if this result stands, they're going to have to hope that Melville lose their game against Vic Park. Victoria Park on 45, so a point behind UWA. So they wouldn't be able to catch UWA, but they could do them a favour. Again, UWA going on the attack. Great defence, desperate defence coming from Curtin. Nettleton. Look how high UWA are pressing now. And over the side, Nettleton just ran out of space there. Gerard, good pass by him. Edmonds now into the circle. Edmonds looking for the foot. Great defence, Nettleton. Buick now. And Fraser Gerard thought he'd got it all stick, but not according to the umpire. Thrown to the air. Geddes will get that under control. No trouble at all. Feeds it to Fraser Gerard. Coming back is Lucas Allen. Allen, brilliant block by him. Well, back of the stick is the call by the umpire. I'm afraid I don't agree with that one, nor does Lucas Allen. I had a pretty good view of that right above it, and did not look like backstick to me, but anyway. And this will be a free hit now to UWA. Borza over the ball again, flicks it high. Comes wide to James Royce. Royce into the circle he goes. Royce to the baseline, lays it back over the crossbar. Frank Main from all of 3 meters somehow lifted it over the bar. Well, the chances are coming for UWA, but they're squandering them. Not saying they're all easy, but they're there. Edmonds again plays it into the middle. Buick's there, stolen away by Gerard though. Gerard carries it forward now. Leaves it to David Edmonds. Gerard again, looking for someone on the overlap. Geddes wasn't there, he is now though. Goes back to Fisher. Borza, well, straight away back to Fisher. Borza, a little bit of space now. Slides it through, collected brilliantly top of the circle. What a save that was to deny Jacob Evans. Well, again, Regan Watson, a brilliant save. And Jacob Evans, well, he must wonder what he's got to do to score. I know he's got 2 from penalty corners, but boy, oh boy, he should have had or had the opportunity to have about 3 more. And Regan Watson has prevented him from getting a hat-trick tonight so far, with just over 5 minutes remaining. Borza again. And he gets the better this time of Mackay. Feeds it in, and it'll be, well, it's Jackson Geddes penalised now, and the pass unfortunately behind Pavlinovic. So possession given back to UWA. Cam Geddes comes across to the side, plays it in, goes back to Fraser Gerrard. Gerrard and Borza trying more and more to create goals for their team. Lovely turn from James Royce. Royce continues to go. Into the circle come UWA. Buzzico. What can he do? Tries to turn. Good defence again, Nettleton. Free hit, Curtin. We're into the final 5 minutes now. And I don't think there's any chance that UWA are going to get the 10 that they would have been hoping for. But they will get the victory, and that will move them to 49 points and to the top of the table, with games still to come over the weekend. So make sure you go to the Hockey WA website to check out all the scores if you are unable to get to games, because it's going to make the last 2 days, tomorrow and Sunday, very interesting. And here they come again. Curtin University just pinched away from Brinic and penalised UWA. Royce gets on with it, but misdirected pass gives possession back to Curtin. Can they find a goal? Wallace comes square now to Owen Clark. Clark has made some great tackles tonight. Deflection comes off the stick of Golding. Jordan Edmonds, well, they're going to need to take it quickly. He's just taking a touch now. Goes back to Owen Clark. And Wallace throws it high. Well, this time the danger created by the attacking team. Golding feeds it in, and it's, well, Edmonds doesn't believe the ball hit his body. The umpire felt that it did, and that was why the whistle was blown. Well, again, strong tackle by Curtin, who are keeping UWA at bay. Curtin have only ever won in the last 8 meetings once against UWA. And that was back in 2019. Just to give you an idea about how dominant UWA have been, 43 goals for them, 7 for Curtin, but Curtin again, it was a promising attack, just breaking down around the circle. So UWA averaging 5.3 goals a game against Curtin. Well, they've got their 5 as Wickham's back on. Takes the ball away from Lucas Allen. Allen comes back at Wickham, but Wickham skips away. And that's a good tackle again in the centre of midfield from Mackay. Mackay driving forward. Borza shadowing him the whole way. And Mackay ends up in the corner. And it's a good pass to Checker. Stolen away though. Temby. And he was looking for the deflection coming from Brinic, but it came off a UWA stick, so it will be a long corner to Curtin. Tembe over the ball. We're into the final minute. And it will be a free hit now to UWA, and they need to move the ball quickly if they're going to try and get one last goal in this match. Borza to Royce. Royce goes wide. And it's good build-up play, but Buzzico's pass eventually just being lost by the tired Daniel Timms, and it just dribbled onto his foot. Buzzico intercepts again. Goes back. Buzzico once more. We're into the last 10 seconds. Thrown high to a tired Timms. Timms keeps possession, into the circle it goes. And across the face of goal, there will not be a sixth goal for UWA. However, the 3 points will lift them to top of the men's All Flags Premier League. Now, it will now have to wait for the results of the weekend when Victoria Park play Melville, who are Victoria Park in 4th place. Melville currently moving down to 2nd spot. And, of course, the result between Reds and Whitfords. But the final score here is an emphatic victory for UWA. It is Curtin 0, UWA 5.